which is being known as closed zone load balancing. Okay. So what happens is here in closed zone load balancing is closed zone load balancing forwards or balance the load. I can write it down here for you. Regardless of availability zone. Okay. How does it function? Let's try to understand this. Okay. So how it functions, let's try to understand this. So here we have two EC2 instances, right? The one is into Easy A, US East 1B and 1C, right? Try to copy this. 1C. And this one is in 1B. Or maybe I'll not be able to explain it here. I need a different web page. Let me try to explain this. Okay, you have one load balancer. At the back end, you have the EC2 instances. Okay, let's try to understand this way. Okay, this is EC2 1. This is EC2 3. Okay, so now let's consider this way. These two instances are into one particular availability zone. Okay, and this one is in your one particular availability zone. So for example, here we have, right? If I just go here, then let's consider these two instances are in 1B and this one is in 1C. Okay. So now when this load balancer is forwarding the traffic, okay, it by default it will be forwarding the traffic with respect to your availability zone, with respect to your availability zone. Okay, that is your closed zone load balancing. So basically, so closed zone load balancing balances the load regardless of availability zone. Okay, so here by default, network load balancer forward the traffic with respect to their availability zone. For example, if one request comes in, okay, it will be forwarding to this particular availability zone. Another second request will go to here, EC23, okay, this US East 1C. Third request will come up, then it will be forwarding to this particular availability zone, okay, where the request will get forwarded to EC22. Where and fourth request comes up, it will be forwarding to EC23. Fifth request to here 1B, sixth 1C, seventh 1B, eighth 1C, ninth 1B, 10th 1C. Okay, so basically what is happening here? So here the load onto this particular EC2 instance is more in comparison to these particular instances. Why? Because here this is the default nature of your load balancers. Okay, why? What it does, it is forwarding the traffic or it is balancing the traffic with respect to their availability zone. So if we want to balance the traffic regardless of their availability zone, okay, in a scenario like if the request comes in, the traffic should forward to EC2 1, EC2 second to EC2 2, and third to EC2 3, fourth EC2 1, fifth EC2 2, sixth EC2 3, seventh EC2 1, eighth EC2 2, ninth EC2 3. Okay, then in that scenario, what we will have to do, we will have to enable this cross zone load balancing. So here what it will be doing, it will be forwarding the traffic, or it will be balancing the traffic regardless of their availability zone. So this is your cross zone load balancing. Any concerns here to understand?
No, bhai, I got it.
Okay. So here one thing I need to call it out with respect to cross zone load balancing. So in classic load balancer, okay, it is disabled by default. Okay. If you want to balance the traffic, then you need to get this enabled. In application load balancer, it is always on. Okay, you can't disable this in network load balancer. Is application load balancer. In network load balancer, it is disabled by default. Okay, in network load balancer, it is disabled by default. So here, what do we need to do? Here we are into the application load balancer. Here I go. If I just go to the network load balancer, I'll go here with into the attributes, and in attributes, if I just go here, then here I have something that is load balancer target selection policy. Okay, see what it says. Each load balancer node load balance traffic among healthy target in its availability zone. Right? What it is doing, you can see NLP, it will be forwarding the traffic AZ1, AZ2, AZ3. Okay. So if you just get this enabled close to load balancing, it will be forwarding the traffic to this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, whoever is being healthy. Okay, that way it will be forwarding the traffic. But if you get this disabled, it will be forwarding to particular age only. So this particular feature we need to get enabled, and we need to save changes. So now this closed zone load balancing is being enabled into the network load balancer. Any questions?
No, bhai, we can continue.
Okay, fine. The other thing is, would like to talk about this protection. Okay, so protection is, I believe we already have talked something about it, but it is like termination protection. So if someone accidentally gets this deleted, this load balancer, okay, what will happen? You will be lost. Everything is being gone. You will have to create new load balancer. Your application will be impacted, and it will take some time for you, right? So here in that scenario, what you can do, you can go here to the attributes, and after going to the attributes, what you can do, you can enable this delete protection, and you can save the changes. Okay, so now it is being enabled. Similarly, you can go to EC2 instances here as well. You can go to actions, and you can go to instance settings, and termination protection you can enable for your EC2 instance. So this is the best practice which you need to do as part of this. So here you go, termination protection is enabled now. So here I am. Now, if I will be looking forward to get them terminated. Now it is being bit secure. It is providing you one extra layer of security. So here, if I just go, I say delete load balancer. I say confirm. I say delete. Okay, it is not getting me deleted. Until, so now accidentally no one can get this deleted. So now if you need to get this deleted, you need to just go here, edit load balancer attribute, and you need to remove this protection. Then you will be able to delete. Similarly, here also, if you just go here to actions, then instance settings, change termination protection, you need to disable this. Then you will be able to delete this instance successfully. Okay. Any questions here?
No, bhai. I'll practice it and then I'll ask
Okay.
questions.
Fine. Now, some few more things we have here, and the other one is this ARC journal shift integration. So here what it does, if one of your uh, if your one of your availability zone, okay, is being unhealthy basically, then what it will do, it will forward the traffic to one particular AC only. Okay, so this is what we can enable here with the help of ARC journal shift integration. Okay, if I just want to be, you authorize AWS to shift away resource traffic for an application from an AZ during events on your behalf to help reduce time to recovery. Okay, so maybe if at AWS and there is an event or there is some outage, at that moment of time, you are allowing AWS to shift your traffic to one particular AG. So this feature is also being available here, which can be used. And along with that, there is one more, that is this access logs. Okay, so you want to store all your access logs. Access log means whoever is getting your load balancer access, okay, what will be the source IP and what is the header, all those details you want to store, maybe for the audit purpose, or you want to analyze them in the future, like how much traffic is coming up. So that you can have with the help of connection log or access log, right? Yeah, access log. So here you need to go to the browser S3. Okay, we don't have any S3 bucket. Let me create one. So here I will be going into the S3. And once I go to the S3, I will be creating one bucket quickly. S3 test 00987. Okay, something randomly I am giving. This S3 bucket we haven't explored yet, right? We will be exploring sooner. Oh, 1 second, what happened? Okay, I need to acknowledge. I'm good. So bucket is being created. Yeah, it got created. Here I go. I will be going here. I'll say browse S3. This is the S3 bucket I will be choosing. And here all the access logs will get stored into this particular S3 bucket. But now if I will be clicking on save changes, it will be throwing out some error. Okay, but it is telling me, please check S3 bucket permission. So S3 bucket permission is not there. So how will we get the S3 bucket permission? To manage the S3 bucket permission, we need to attach some policy with the S3 bucket. So yet we have not explored the policies, S3 bucket and S3 bucket policies. So like in coming days, we will be exploring this, and then we will be able to understand how the bucket policies work and how we will be getting this created. So this one we will be able to explore at that moment of time quickly. It should not take much time. So this is what we have from the network load balancer. And as part of the cleanup, what we need to do, we need to go to the load balancers. We need to go here, delete load balancer. I'll be saying confirm. Load balancer is being deleted. Here, I'll go to the target group. I will say actions. I will be deleting this target group is also being deleted. We have the EC2 instance also, which we got provision. So here we will be terminating these EC2 instances as well. Okay. So this is how we can get this deleted. And this is what we have from network load balancer. Do you have any questions or doubts?
No, bhai. I got it.